Hello and welcome to Metallics.co.nz. My name's Alex Telford and today we've got a very exciting tutorial on basic introduction to what shape keys are and how to use them. So I've got a little example with this little guy here. This is in an upcoming animation I'm going to be making. I'll just get rid of that little dot in his eye to center. There we go. So this is a little guy that I've made, and he has a little rig that, if I just go into this, that you might have seen things like this around quite often, where you've got, you know, little things where they just move a little bit of the face. So I can move this up and it will move it in a particular way. They're not as flexible as bones. They only do a basic their basic actions. Like for example, all these ones down here, these are all shape keys. So I can give this guy a nice angry expression. And these ones up here, these are bones. So there is a subtle difference between them all, but you know, you kind of figure them out as you go. Let's drag those down. Okay, he's kind of looking a bit munted here actually. I really didn't put too much thought into posing this guy, but you know, posing takes a lot of work when you're posing things. So let's do that one. Let's just cringe him up a bit, up over on these, and now we can just rotate this one down. Now that these ones here, of course, the bones, and that floor is getting annoying. There we go. And let's just rotate his hat down a bit. Alright, so you can see that is what shape keys do. So you combine them with bones to get a nice stylized look of your character, and I'm going to show you how to set them up. So we're not going to be setting up a face or anything like that. It's just going to be a quick tutorial. I'm going to turn on my keyframe status and I'm going to go File, New. So this is the basic scene that you start with. Why is this Blender stop working? Just ignoring that. File, New. Sweet. So now that Blender has opened up, we're going to start working with shapes. So let's just go Shift A, add in a mesh, and go add in monkey. This is Suzanne. I'm sure if you've been following, unless this is your first tutorial, you've most likely encountered Suzanne before. Now Suzanne, if you don't know the history of Suzanne, she is from a movie called Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back. Alright, now what I just did there is add in a floor plane, and Control 2 adds in a subdivision surface level 2. Got shading smooth, and let's add in some shape keys. So I'm just going to add in something basic here. What you need to do is just go into your object data, so little 3 triangles up top there. Click the plus sign next to shape keys. That will add something called basis. Now basis is what everything is taken from when you're using shape keys. Now what you need to do, just add in one more key, and just name this key brow.l. Alright, now what we need to do, just go tab into edit mode, and just drag these around. I'm just going to turn on X mirror over here. You'll see why in a moment. Alright. Right, so I might actually call this brow up. Oh, no, let's just leave it brow.l. Why can't I? There we go. I'm back. Alright. So now that we've got that, you can see that we can just go up and down, and we can actually move these up and down. Looking nice. But this is brow.l, not both of them at the same time. So what we need to do is press 1 to go into front view, and let's click on the basis, tab to go into edit mode, and just B and box select exactly half of this mesh, and we will go into add vertex group. This one here we'll call right. We'll click assign. Now we will go select just this middle bit here. This one here we will go 0.5, assign, add a new vertex group, call this one left, and we'll click assign, and once again select the other half, weight of 1, click assign. Now the reason that left is on the right and right's on the left is because when you're looking from this way and bringing your character, you want the right to be the right, the left to be the left. So that's why that is. So now with the shape keys we can go just put that all the way up to 1. Now what we need to do is click on that little down arrow underneath the plus and minus and go new shape from mix, which will just copy all the shape keys above it. You might have 20 shape keys on your mesh, and it will just copy all of them into this one so that you can use it with it. So we're going to call this one brow.l, or brow.r, I mean. Now I'm just going to decrease this one. This one here is going to be blend to the left. This one will be blend to the right. So now you can see we can just, you know, alter them individually as they go. Now the reason that I added brow.r as what's it called? Or the reason why I added the blends afterwards was because the shape from mix will take everything from the mix, including the vertex groups, the blend groups as they're called in this, I believe. So, just getting over a bit of a fever, so I'm sorry if my voice is a bit too quiet or too raspy. Anyways, so that's basics of that. I'm going to show you one more thing now. If we go to brow.l, we go minimum of -1. Now we can actually drag it down, and you can get things like that. So we can go -1 on this one as well, and you can see we have a nice little facial expression going on there. Now I expect you guys to make something a little more complicated than this, but you can make whatever you want really. This is just a basic introduction to what things mean, minimum and maximum. That's just the range that you can use. So you can set this all the way up to 10 if you want, and you can completely waste it, but I wouldn't recommend doing that. Nope, this one, 1. There we go. Alright, now you've got a few other options in here. If I go tab into edit mode, you can actually go this one here to apply shape keys in edit mode. Now I recommend doing this just for viewing, not for editing. I believe it won't actually, yes, it will let you edit things that haven't already been put into shape keys by doing that. You have that little X. The X just clears everything out to 0, which is useful instead of having to zero it out. You've got that there, and yeah, that will just zero them out. But there you can turn them on and off for individual shape keys. And this one here just means always show the shape for that current object. I don't think I've ever needed to use that. So yeah, that's the basis of it really. You can change the basis object, but the basis shape key, but that's not going to be important. Basically just leave it on basis. Alright, so that's it for this tutorial. I hope you guys learnt something. My name's Alex Tilford and you are on Metallix.co.nz.